kid that
He
you
said,
gonna tell me what to do.
it's just like
Yeah.
Compton food.
Got a couple of them now. Columbia. That's why I was like, really? They coming over here like crazy.
The mics is on, y'all. We about to be live. This
I hate stunners.
You're hot. You're not
God,
I
mics is
heard
on.
it in DR.
You can hear some stuff sometimes. Should be stunting. How you gonna walk up to the convenience store saying that somebody Instagram picture? Yo, come on, man. I definitely know that's not her car, number one. Unless she's on a date. You walk out the convenience store, it's like, oh shit. That'd be fun stuff to do, right? True. Still stunting.
Yo.
Shout out to all my barbers, shout out to all my stylists with beards and bald heads. I like this mic. I might have to turn it down. This make me sounds powerful, like real. What's my man from Soul Train?
Don Cornelius.
I feel Don Cornelius right
Whoa.
now.
A piece of soul in it.
Let's give it. I feel kind of, what's that? The Quiet Storm.
Oh, that's
Who was that?
Smooth Out. No, not Al Green.
Not Al. They had smooth grits on them. Which one? Shay, am I getting this? Do I sound kind of, or just sound loud?
You do sound like you could be on the 105.
105?
No, what is it? 107.5 WBLS. Yeah.
All you ladies driving in your vans home right now.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Fat Lace. I got some smooth guys next to me.
Yes.
The Soul Survivor.
Yo,
Barry.
Sorry, viewers. The fashion, TJ's not here, so
True Lies is not in the building today.
can't go.
G Money is not here. That's why that's why we're basic right
Fashion
now.
icon.
That's why we basic. We waiting for True Lies next week to give us some more tutoring. The freshest guy I know. Cousin D in the building.
What up?
Aggie Pride.
Always.
Got some more HBCU people in here. Got Shay on the other side. She chilling though. Y'all gonna have to wait for another time to see her face right now.
Yes, another time. Father.
Jay, no face, no cases in the cut. Happy that she's here. She is so non-interested on what is going on right now. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all.
She got businesses to take care of. She got stuff to do on mine.
B, do you remember when my sister used to really love me?
Yeah.
When I was important in her life?
Good old days.
The good old days. I used to get her sneakers and stuff. I was like, I'm a good big brother. Shay, you remember that?
I think you
Shay's
still
my
are
other
very
sister.
important.
I used to be real important, right,
I
Shay?
think you still are.
I think my level went down. A little. Shay, let's be us. She not even.
I mean, we get a little older. I mean, I don't know.
That's what. Say, look, she not even looking. She on the everybody on
But
IG. She
She's trying to
her
say she
hand
treats
is
you like
focused.
elementary
It's
school
focused.
friends.
That hand ain't shaking. It ain't moving. Her hand is.
She does have a good hand. For y'all who
If she
on
did not love you,
Or that's not
that
on the
phone
tripod.
would be
Yeah,
here.
you're right. You're
That's
right about that.
all. You know how
That's
much
manual.
motor skills you
Yeah,
gotta
that's
have to
manual.
keep that phone hanging like that.
Yeah, hold on. Women got that different balance though. Like y'all got balance with hands. When y'all hover over toilets, like y'all got a
No,
different
'cause you
type
need
of.
to have
Put
balance.
stuff on your
to that.
heads like that's African.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Y'all got a different type of balance. So I'm not, that was a good one though.
That is.
But that's dedication.
That is.
When y'all get your hair done, y'all know how to keep your neck right.
No,
without,
women don't know how to keep their neck
They
right.
don't
Exactly
know.
why. I don't
That's
like
why we
doing
need
people
y'all
hair.
hairstylists to come in. That's
They
why
like to be on their phone here. They like to be here. They don't bend their head back or forward when you try to braid it up. They just annoying. I just.
Oh, Shay, we're talking. Hold up. Shay got experience. Shay definitely is nice with the hands and making the
So
ladies look good.
They gotta get the neck right, or
Hey,
just
I didn't
listen.
say
So I
that. Shay said it. Women, you
You
gotta
got-
get your neck right.
Get your neck
And I mean,
right.
in more ways than one, but I mean, we was talking about hair.
We just talking about hair right now.
Say that they don't stay in a position that you asked them to stay.
Absolutely not.
That's a problem. It's been going on for quite some time, I think.
That's been going on.
Since the straps on the barber chairs.
Y'all heard it from a woman.
Oh my god.
On the other
Y'all
side.
flipping my words.
Trying
I'm
to.
just saying when we need to do the Meek Mill braids for that sewing or what have you gotta bend that head so I can get in that nape. You understand that? Right?
Bend that head to get in that. What's the nape? Yo, and I apologize to y'all from last week. You got shout out to everybody on the check-in. We got a lot of people on the check-in.
We need a graphic
Um,
of the
I owe y'all like
vocab
D. I owe you like 2 words from last week. I owe TJ like 2 words. We just got caught in the conversation. But
Martin
Nate,
get like 5 or 6. He was in here dropping.
who is it? Who?
Last week,
Yeah. Oh no, it's Mal. Mal was dropping them too. My fault, Mal. But you just said nape. What?
That is the actual word for the kitchen area.
Damn, we just
BB.
learned something new.
Yes, where the
Shay?
back hairline meets your neck. Your
In the
nape.
head. Thank you. You're up one.
Thank you.
I don't think anybody watching, and shout out to everybody on the check-in right now. That's what nape means. Your kitchen, BDB and all that. Word out. Let me get off this part right here. I hate when I touch the wrong thing. So yeah, it's feeling real good. Sundress season,
It is.
romper season.
It's like either really romper season or it's like duck boat season. And just
Duck
rain.
Duck boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy rain.
Yo, this rain's been
Galoshes
killing me.
on and-
Okay.
You said duck boat season.
but yeah, it's definitely sundress season.
Shout.
Summer's coming.
Yes.
Cookouts coming.
Yes.
Man, this summer gonna be phony like last summer.
No.
What you mean?
It wasn't even all that hot last summer. It wasn't even no cookouts last summer. I mean, I'd be at work.
Cookout I know about.
What cookout?
Coming up on June 15th.
It's coming up on June 15th.
Oh, that's the only cookout.
Outside cookouts?
I don't have the flyer up.
That's the only cookout.
You gotta get that.
But
Nah, she.
Father's Day. You
the
know,
Father's Day
you
cookout
know,
when everyone is going to be in the
You said it
building.
wasn't hot. You usually only get like really 2 hot weeks out of summer, like unbearable hot weeks out of summer.
I'm a summer baby. I need my heat. I don't like 70-degree weather. I think it's childish. If you want to be hot, be hot. If you want to be cold, be cold. I don't want none of that breeze.
She called the weather childish.
I think with the rain, we can't get loose. You can't
And
get
rain
can't.
is
You can't.
aggy.
every weekend.
That
every
commute to work and then in the rain is just not cute.
At least one day out of the weekend it rains. Sunday or Saturday.
Y'all messing up your
Let's
whole.
not even talk about
It's
it.
so
Knock on some wood.
Y'all be looking at the percents, like per hour.
I do.
I do.
I'm on it
I
right now.
study
I'm
that.
like, oh, they said 30.
Yo, nah, when it hits 60, I'm like, here we go.
Well,
We
anything
getting
up,
it. We getting it.
even
We getting
40%, you sometimes got like,
I'm
it
just
is
saying, if I
definitely
see
going to
60,
drizzle.
I'm saying, I don't know about no other city.
I
see 60
know it's
playing
gonna
for we
rain.
getting it. I don't know about any other city.
You know, New York, I have to look for
Y'all must
both.
have never had surgery. If you had surgery, then you really know it's
You
gonna
start
rain.
feeling
You know
it.
what I mean? You be like,
I'm glad.
You
I
ain't
had
even gotta have the surgery. I
had
just got a
surgery,
bad
but
back
I
and a
don't have
bad
that
knee.
yet.
So I'm just,
I had surgery, but I don't have that yet.
That's the negative. That's
I
the negative
actually had to
neutrons
call
in the
out
air.
of work. I had to call out of work a couple Thursdays ago. It was raining all night. I woke up at 5:30. It was raining still. I couldn't even move. My back was like stiff. My knee was bad. I said, yeah, I'm not going today because I don't feel like that.
Hold up. I really can't put you on the screen because the tone that y'all are hearing. I want y'all to see, because Shay, you know you always crack me up. Now, did you have that same energy? 'Cause that's what we say now. Keep the same energy when you text out or emailed out. Did you do that?
Yes.
How you did it?
Let me go back to see what I
Jeez,
said.
go back.
verbatim.
Recently.
Oh,
This was
you
literally
said
maybe 2 weeks
you just,
ago.
but
You
did you
ain't
say
wrap
it the
up
same
the
way? I'm not going. Not gonna have me.
I'm just, I couldn't move. I barely even wanted to text. You know, sometimes I wanted to send an email, and sometimes they don't respond. So I had to call her a couple times, like, girl, did
You
get my
dedicated.
message? I'm not coming, girl.
Yeah.
I can't make it. I honestly only said that I just was not feeling well.
Okay.
I said I can't make it today, not feeling the best. I apologize for the short notice. I will definitely be in tomorrow. And I came in on a Friday and worked my behind off.
Shout out, working woman.
Yes,
Working
thank you.
woman.
The Thursday, that was a no-go for me, Father.
On the real, I think this is the rainiest, stormiest year
Ugly as hell.
I've ever seen. I mean,
Sorry.
it's been raining all winter. We didn't even have a winter because of the rain. What is rain?
I think it's messing up relationships, man. For
We
real.
got snow like twice. It's been rain. Now we got a tornado hitting town.
When is
Shout out to Mal on the
Spring
check-in.
89?
Reggie on the check-in. Shout out to everybody on the check-in right now. Got Greg, Keisha, Norm, Lou, Mark, Tiff, Trish, Craig. Oh, who else we got? Simi, what's up? Shy, Bill Blast on the check-in. Everybody, shout out to y'all before we continue in.
Shout out Keisha.
Share it with your friends. I want y'all to chime in tonight. Some things that we didn't see. A lot of stuff that went on this past weekend. We're gonna talk about everything from the boxing match that came on, Summer Jam, the Roots picnic, the Shy. We ain't been on since right before was that the other holiday. That didn't feel like one. Memorial Day. Cookouts and all that other good stuff. We gonna get into it. I like this one meme right here. Speaking of these cookouts, tip for today. Looking at the boy, the legendary,
That's
the
funny.
king.
If your ribs don't look like this, they ain't done.
They ain't done.
You know what's crazy? This meme been running for like 2 years and it's still funny.
That's my first time seeing it.
I gotta look at that again.
That's
I'm
that
telling
sweet
you,
baby
I-
Ray's.
That's sweet
That's
baby Ray.
definitely
It's-
sweet baby Ray.
Even doing my man James
I don't
Brown
even
dirty.
eat
Yo.
ribs, and I don't even eat pork, and I would have bit the hell out of James Brown.
James Brown is funny, man. He
Yo, the funniest.
he is, man.
Yo, give it up for the king right there.
Yeah, he won him definitely.
Yo, that the dude's looking terrible right
He's been
there.
greasy for a long time, though.
One more
He
time,
work
one more
hard.
time.
That's because he worked
He's
hard.
That ain't
the
no
hardest
filter?
working man in show.
There ain't no filter right there.
That's gotta be. I hope so.
Oh,
Sweet.
What would be the name of that filter?
Maybe
What's that?
one.
Sweet baby Ray.
Super
Right.
gloss,
Oh, man. Barbecue. That's it.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
Yo,
Barbecue sauce.
black latex.
Randy had one.
black
red.
latex. Yo, man. But make sure y'all get y'all grills right when y'all get it going out there.
Clean grills.
Clean grill. Shout out to my cousin Ron holding it down yesterday. Cooked out for us. Shout out to Gigi. Happy birthday. You know, Deion was holding it down. We might get a guest appearance from the original person this Saturday at Cedarbrook Park from 2 to 8. The Father's Day Cookout, the annual Father's Day Cookout, 10 years strong. Next week, with the 15th at Cedarbrook Park. Bring your kids. The original person on the grill, Barry.
I'm not cooking this.
He not cooking this year. Mo is going to be holding it down. Shout out to the whole fan. Ike, all y'all out there. Make sure y'all come bring y'all kids. Have a good time. We're going to have free food, drinks, bounce houses, all that good stuff. Perfect for everybody. We're going to have perfect like this high top right here. This not the most perfect high top. Shout out to all my barbers, of course.
Yo, somebody had a protractor.
That thing was shot. Good look, baby. That's
He had a
That's sharp.
protractor, a level.
yo. That really is that should have been when I had geometry, so I know what 90 degrees
That
was.
is 90.
This right here. they gonna give me like these lines
But
with
you know what?
120 in numbers. I
The
need a
fade-
high top.
The fade is tight. I don't like the top.
Why you don't like the top, bitch?
Too perfect.
So here's the bad part about that.
Too perfect.
Yeah, it don't. It's to the
Nobody
point where
got a
it don't
shout
look
out
real.
on who did the cut.
It's beautifully done. It's neat as everybody. To me, you gotta have some unbalance for it to look natural. It don't look natural. It look like somebody put it.
I got my
Barry, here's the thing though. That's only one side. We don't know what.
I got my man Reggie Sumner on the
my
check-in.
my flat top. I keep telling
He
y'all.
would have made that if he probably do it better than that. Shout out to my man Reg on the check-in. Hollywood 2 Salon Barber.
I'm gonna
Linden.
have to bring my pick
Super
in.
clean.
I'm gonna have to bring my
That thing
my
looking
flat
right.
top pick.
That thing looking right. This
It-
one,
it's
this
perfect.
one right here is not looking so right. What they call this the Jada kiss right here. Call this the Jada kiss.
I have a
Where they come
question.
up with the Jada kiss?
Cause you know Jada hairline really ain't his thing coming. Yeah, and it just
I told y'all what I thought about that.
how you feel about the Jada?
I told y'all I didn't think that was his.
It might you did say you could have got that consultation.
Like the last piece
But
of jigsaw
I
puzzle.
don't know too many people that rock bald all their life and then go.
Then
hair.
one head.
I just don't know. Maybe that's
Uh-uh.
seem to be the opposite.
But it's like little man don't know no better. He's looking like what up? Like
Yeah, but your hairline can't be 2 inches.
They gonna kill him back when he get
Yeah.
to school.
Your
See,
hairline-
but this is my question because
That's
he
bullying.
looks very young still.
He's
What age are they supposed to get shake-ups? Because you shouldn't really be doing that because that's when you essentially mess up the hairline on a kid, right?
I think somebody
Like,
was playing around.
But
Maybe.
it's
I
still,
hope
if
so.
If you gonna give kids cuts and don't give them an edge up, it's
I
not
think
gonna
they
look
was
like they got
playing. I
a
don't
cut.
think
It's gonna
that
look
was
crazy.
playing
So
no
it's
cut.
like you gotta do it.
That's
but
a hike
you
in
kinda
school.
gotta be mindful of it.
what school was he?
No, in schools right now they be like, yo, look at your hairline. Your
But
hairline
that's
crazy.
always been a hype.
No,
They do
we
crazy,
ain't do
man.
that.
They do different. They different with they hiking.
Oh,
I love him.
we gonna get to that.
That guy is
We're gonna get
good.
to this one right here. What y'all?
His hair is a beauty. His hair is so beautiful.
I heard they
That's
stunting.
it.
I heard they've been stunting. I heard they've been faking with this extra. I don't.
What do you do with that, man? That's a lot, bro.
I think it's a lot of extraness. I don't think it's all the way real.
That's a lot.
No, that's
man.
really his.
I mean, someone could have made. What about her?
That's hers too, and their daughters is just as long.
I can
You
believe
said
that.
that's really his hair?
I can believe that.
That's crazy. I
gotta
like her
see the- I
G-string,
gotta see
though.
the whole.
You said-
Like her what? Her G-string.
Yeah.
She got G-string on?
She ain't got
He
nothing
ain't even
on.
got
Look
no
like-
drawers
nothing.
on.
Yeah, that hand is her G.
Ah!
Wow.
I said she ain't got on no drawers.
I ain't even
Word
seen
up.
none of that too. I'm
Nah,
like
she
her
ain't had no drawers.
G-string.
That's why I ain't been
Looking
hiding
at
up.
her hair.
It's man-made.
He said this bad baby.
He actually makes his own hair products and stuff.
What's his name? Shout him out, cause I don't really
Ah.
know the boy.
Fact checking.
Fact
Once he
checking.
finds the name.
Yes,
Why,
when I
while
find
he's
it.
doing that, we're gonna talk about some other things that's been going down. We're gonna talk about this right here since we talking about it. We talked about this before that beginning stage.
That thing
While we on the hair right now, B. Did you ever have this beginning stage? I always tell y'all, Barry has locks. I know y'all can't see him. Very long, very healthy. If you want to give him, not right now, B. Give him a little. Yeah, Barry got hang time. Barry got hang time. Barry, did you start from this part right here? The Kyle Barker, I always call it.
No, I was rocking the cornrows at the time.
Okay.
Kawhi was rocking them like me.
Talk about it.
But I was saying, back in the day, the cornrows, that was it. We started off with the cornrow before most people twisted. So I went cornrows just like back in 2000.
Benny Harlem is his name.
Benny
Whoa,
Harlem.
whoa.
That's
Benny
a
Harlem.
Oh yeah. Benny Harlem.
Benny
Mhm.
Harlem.
Instagram.
So he's I would assume he's from New York.
Probably. I'm thinking.
That's a lot of hair.
It's a lot of braids going on in New York. A lot of natural hair that's not real. I got a feeling this Benny Harlem right here, I think he faking jacks. That's what he used to say in our time. I think he's stunting for the gram.
If he's faking jacks, to me that's the word because you're promoting all that as your hair. You're promoting your hair.
Yeah.
You're promoting your hair. You're not
Yeah.
promoting yourself and you just happen to have hair. You're promoting the hair. So if you're promoting the hair that's not real, man, your career could be ended.
Does he
if
sell
you
hair?
find out.
Shay, what is
No,
he?
he doesn't sell hair.
Good point, babe.
There's a lot of natural products.
Oh, all right,
Real
so
into the natural thing, and his daughter's hair is like amazing. Same length, just about as his. Really long, and he's doing pretty good. Too. A lot of
yeah,
people
he must
follow
be.
him,
You on Beards and Ballheads tonight, you know?
Word.
Once you on this show, you done made it. I'll tell you.
I said I ain't mad at him. That, like you
Shout
said,
out to
that's
Benny
it.
Harlem on Instagram.
No doubt.
I'm sure. I mean, it's not like a black person or a black man can't grow his hair like that. We already know that.
Right.
So, but yeah, I hope the brother is genuine.
I don't know.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
Hope the brother. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of cornrows.
Now, if a guy has dreads, right?
Yeah.
Say he decides to comb them down.
Mhm.
Is there a possibility as a stylist you think his hair could look like that after he combed out locks?
Well, locks.
You can do that?
Yeah.
You can, and you know
I
what?
never
I
knew
thought
that.
somebody was lying about that.
You
When
can.
I was in class, now I was at Morgan, and it was this girl.
You do it.
I didn't really care for her too much. Like 1 minute she came in with one hairstyle, next minute she came in with another hairstyle. She had locks in one day, and then the next week she didn't have anything. She was like, "Yes, I was combing out my dreads." Da 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 da. I was like, "You fucking lying! You can't comb out no dreads, but you actually really can.
You
And you have to
can.
use a steel comb. Locks is essentially dead hair. I mean, once you comb it out, you're not gonna get that same exact length.
Exactly.
Mm.
That's my
What you want to do though, if you are going to do that, is let it grow out without retwisting it for a very long time. That'll probably be the easiest way to then comb it out when it's wet or what have you, and then just start going at it. Or you want to just grow it out, cut them off. You like just grow it without retouching it up for a very long time, and then just use that length and do whatever. But it's dead hair, so when you comb it out, you're not gonna get that much. Like she had long dreads, and I thought maybe they was extensions because she came in with a little bun
right.
the next day.
That's why I asked you. So I'm like saying, so his hair is not locked. It doesn't look like it's permed or stripped or nothing. So he
Juices
grew
and berries.
all natural.
Yes.
To me, that's a lot. To me, I gotta see some stages.
Fruits and
He want the
Yeah,
receipts.
I need to see stages.
He want the receipts.
Yeah,
I feel you.
I need to see
I feel
stages
you.
because I grew my hair. I have pictures of what I look like throughout my process of growing my hair.
Like who did his cornrows? You know, I feel you, B.
I'm not saying it's fake. I just want to see it because that's a lot of hair.
You just
man.
B want the
I don't
receipts.
think I've never seen that much hair on a dude before.
We just saved somebody. Shout out to my boy Renzo. He down in Texas right now. He was about to go Kyle Barker.
Word.
So we just saved his career.
Don't do it.
With everybody doing. Don't worry about what up, CJ. What up, Cuzzo? And yes, Shy, because Shy got the lock life too, and it said it takes a long time for that. So we just saved somebody, you know what I mean, to not get that. Now, shout out to my cousin Lydia graduation. Everybody else who graduated, can't wait to come back down there. Yes.
That's a beautiful time. I love this time of year, seeing all these black graduates. It just makes me feel so good.
Prom and graduation.
Prime time.
It's great.
Prom is different. That's
Prom
a
is
whole,
different.
It is different because you don't
That's
have.
a whole nother thing.
It's the
I
people
wish
that's
I could do
that's
my
not-
prom.
It's the people that's not graduating.
I wore
Yes.
Tim's.
But going to the prom.
I wore Tim's in my prom.
Oh.
Yeah.
But late 90s, you could do that. Late 90s, you could.
Yeah, they was peach.
Or some gauze. You had the peach prom.
Match my vest.
Peach. That's what I'm talking about.
Coordinate. Gotta coordinate.
You could do that. They knew exactly where you were from
Pick.
when you put that picture up when you went to college. They looked dead at your feet. You from New York. You from up top. I know they had to do that.
know that.
The sex supposed to come with the prom?
No.
Didn't happen with me. I just that stigma.
No, we have daughters.
We got
No.
daughters.
That's why I was. That's why I was gonna put that out. Didn't
No,
happen for me.
Young ladies, respect yourselves.
Life
Respect
alert on my
yourself.
daughters during the prom. Like what?
Respect yourself. Some people out there not respecting themselves on that job, man. They getting me too out here. And one of my favorite shows, man, the Shy. You heard about the boy?
The boy messed up. The boy messed up.
Boy goes hard. That's what the problem is. He think he really easy and he's not.
Boy
I think
might
he
be
took that
the
role
boy
a
might
little
be
too
just
seriously.
Jussie Smollett in it. Yeah.
You know, I didn't really
He
hear
might be
exactly what
dumb.
happened. I just heard that he's just done. Like he
Yeah.
can't do anything.
We talking about Jason Mitchell from the Shy from what was it?
Showtime.
From Showtime on Showtime. One of my
Showtime.
favorite shows right now.
Eazy-E in the NWA movie.
Absolutely.
He played up.
He in Superfly.
Superfly,
Superfly,
he's
those-
a partner, my man's partner.
A dope actor to me. Cause none of those characters seem similar whatsoever. And they saying that he was hitting on too many women. Not too many, hitting on women on set. Sound like some Martin Gina type. And then what happened?
Mainly the girl who
something.
portrays his girlfriend.
Yeah, the one, exactly. The one who's the girlfriend said the boyfriend had to start coming on set.
That was one of them.
And then the main one, the last one, I think was the situation at a hotel with a girl. Whatever he's doing too much where the women are saying no.
Too much touchy.
Yeah, they're not feeling you.
I know now, man. Like, women ain't playing that. Like, if you out there trying to take advantage of your stardom in any type of way,
right,
and people feel uncomfortable, they gonna put it out there because they know not only is it wrong, of course we know that's wrong, but they have that platform where, you know, he got me too. Not saying like in a negative way, like it's a joke, but that's exactly what happened.
It's disappointing because it's a situation where, bro, you in a position where a lot of people want to be, and your desires is your downfall because you can't control yourself in a professional situation with a young lady that's playing a role. She's not your girlfriend. She's playing your girlfriend. And you can't differentiate.
There you go. You on the board, B?
Two. You know, he can't say, okay, action. All right, cut. He's still touching.
Like a method actor, I think. Is that method actors when they like live that role or something like that?
They said Jamie Foxx was like that. They said he would get so far into his role where he couldn't come out of character.
I heard about a lot of people like that.
He played Ray Charles so much that even offset he was still playing. And people, they let him do it. They like, we're not going to take you out character because you got to get back on set. He couldn't come out. Even on offset, he couldn't come out.
That's crazy. But I can believe that.
He put himself so far into the role, he actually became the guy. And watching the movie, you can see it because I forgot he was Jamie Foxx.
Me too.
Halfway through the movie. So I can see that. But this guy, come on, man.
But I mean, that's not method acting.
This guy's on something.
He wasn't acting like
this guy's something
sexual offender or anything like that.
Exactly. Like I said, he just couldn't come out of the mind state that this is not my girl.
He's a hornball.
Do y'all want the details?
No, there are no details. Enough's enough. Like, I mean,
I just kind of want to know how bad. None of it's good, but I want to know exactly. Like, what did you touch her? Yes. Were you whispering things? Like, what is too much on set? Like, yo, bruh, someone else hearing it, I want to know. Like, yo, don't even do that.
Simulating sex in the film, so you think he, you know, whatever they got protecting him, you think he doing a little extra thrust?
He moved it out the way
in between, you know, takes. Like, you know, he might be hugging her a little too much on set, or
they were saying that most of it was not on film. Like,
it was
not
off,
it was
trying to holler at them out.
Right. It was the keep hollering at me.
No, you gotta beat him in the trailer.
We're working together every day. That's like working with a coworker that keep hitting on you every single day and you don't want it. How do you go to work every day with somebody hitting on you?
I'm gonna tell you how I went to work, B.
So that's what she looked. She's like, look, I'm trying to work here. I'm trying to work here, and this guy hitting on me every single day, and I'm forced to work with him.
Yeah.
She was my boss.
And she wasn't the only one that was complaining about this.
Nah. So
it wasn't just her. So that means they said it wasn't even just this film. They said other stuff that he did, he had complaints. So this is a build up.
Like, you did not learn from everyone who was getting touched with this right here, like, bruh.
What I will say is, they acted very quickly with him, and I hate to be the one to always bring up race. But
that's why I just said. They said this wasn't a isolated event. They said he has a track record of this.
Like,
see, but he has a track record. So what he did is wrong. I believe what he did.
I get what you're
wrong.
saying.
I get what you're saying.
But they blackballed this man instantly. Honestly, I didn't even
know. So give you an example.
What the story was behind it.
We hopefully we got a real caller. Caller calling in. Beards and Baldheads.
Hi. Hello?
Yes, hey, who's this?
Hi, this is Trey.
Trey, you sound a little funny. Call name. Hit me on the chat line, Trey. Anyway, Trey did try. I don't understand. Anyway, so but dude, they had the creator of the show. I forgot her name, and she was on the Breakfast Club, and she was talking to. Yeah, they had her on the other day, and they went to HR before to handle the situation from last season. They came to an agreement. And what she did say, she said she felt bad because she couldn't be on set every day, and she didn't want it to be a black or white thing. So I think she hired a black, I forgot the name of the title, but someone to run the daily operations on set, woman to do it. So it's like, not only I'm gonna get a black person, a black woman to run the day to day. I think that person kind of failed at their job. Then she got another person to do it. I'm not sure if it's a black gay woman, she said, to run it. But she's like, she tried to put whatever in position so it can't go with race. You can't go with sex. They're like, so, but he messed up again, even with that.
Well, he gotta go. I
Yeah,
agree. I agree with
dang.
what they say, but I want them to do these same things for these other people.
Nah, for everybody. Like, yo.
But you know
cool
what?
out.
See, and this is that brings on to something else too, which I really hate to bring on, but real quick, like, we can't target every cop. Like how we say it's always going to be a race thing with cops. Not every cop is that same way. You know, some instances it's just really different.
Right.
But a lot of people do. It's the majority of the situation, we see it more times than not. Like it's like an every week thing. I'll say that. Because it used to be almost an everyday thing. Now you really don't hear about it too much. But you don't want to, subject every cop to the same behavior. But, this guy, he's doing wrong, then he needs to be stopped.
No
For
doubt.
real. Period. I didn't know that's what he did, but it's awful.
First of all, they have to understand, like you said, as black African American, we want to say they're in a genre where we know how it is. You're already looked at as third class citizens, so you can't go up in there making mistakes and making a bad name for yourself, because they don't have any problem shutting you down. You're not Denzel, okay? That's the only person I know, a black actor, that they really didn't go for. All the other black actors, they came for them.
Like I think Will and Denzel probably the only ones.
Well, Will did the
Caller from the 646, Beards and Baldheads.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's going on? Who's this?
Hey, this is Bobby Stone.
It's my man Bobby Stone. B, what's good, baby?
I'm chilling.
Tino's in the building.
Definitely.
Let me turn this down while we got my brother. One thing I forgot to mention. And Bobby, he's been on the show. Bobby is one of the closest people that to me in my life. Kind of changed rocking with Bobby. Last week he had a Bobby Stone and Friends concert out in Queens. Bobby hits me up, Lay Show, I need you to come on, rock out. Y'all know I've been rocking for a long time when he come to rhyming and everything.
Yeah, I saw that.
B been my friend. Bobby been my friend for about 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years I never spit one verse. Now it's funny to y'all with me, never spit one verse. But he's like, yo, come out, put me back on that stage, something that y'all know I'm comfortable about and doing. Shout out to my brother Bobby Stone. B, what's going on, baby? I gotta thank you on there.
You caught a body too, man.
How we turn, Trish? How we turn this up? All right.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I want to turn you up so we can hear you a little bit more, B.
Now I said you caught a body too, man. You caught a body. You did a great job, man. Give some great feedback about what you did, man.
Thank you so much. Which one? You want me? Hold on 1 second, B. B, what you got going on at this Sunday?
Oh, this Sunday is the comedy show, man. So everybody's invited. Come on out. It's a new old school comedy show. It airs through the 5 boroughs in Brooklyn. And that's what we do. We put a platform on for artists, comedians, and I heard what y'all was talking about earlier, and with the boys and all of that stuff. And one of my goals of how I try to help the community is try to keep my people occupied. So come out June 9th, come laugh. They say laughter is therapeutic, for all of our mental health issues we got going on. So
yes.
Y'all all welcome to come out. And shout out to your cast and Beards and Baldheads, man.
Appreciate it. B, where do we have to go? Did you shout out Brick?
Follow me on Instagram at Bobby Stone Music, and the link is in my bio. It's BOBBYSTONE Music, all spelled correctly, Bobby Stone Music. And the link is in my bio, and you RSVP. It's a free show.
A free show. It's so much stuff that goes on in New York that people do not take advantage of, and I say that all the time. He got a free comedy show, and these aren't like no bootleg comedians.
Yeah. Right.
Like real good comedians who are on it, and for my artists, all my artists who hit me up, Jay, what's going on? Da da da. All artists you can perform at the end of the show.
Totally.
All of you.
Totally.
It's a platform. How many viewers come? It's all spread throughout New York, correct?
Yeah, all 5 boroughs, minimum 300,000 households, man. So that's what we doing, man. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there, but as long as we here, we're putting out the comedians. Even if anybody out there is Brandon and just want to come through as a special guest, and we can say, hey, we got a special guest in the building, and let the people in the metro area get familiar with your brand, man. That's what we're here for. If you know Fat Leaf, then you good money with me.
I done sent comedians to him, just like, yo, my man Ma, yo, are you funny, Ma? You'll go.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, he came through.
Simple as that. Like, was he funny? You can tell me off air.
He was good.
He was good, Ma. You know, I'm always gonna get on you, Ma. We got a show coming out soon too, but just that simple, just that simple. Yo, Bobby, I got my mans coming through. All right, Fat Lazy people, let's go.
Word.
That's what's
That's
up.
simple.
Yeah, man. But y'all keep up the good work. I see you and your partner, man. Y'all been holding it down. How many months y'all been doing this now?
This is about a year and a half now.
Wow, man. That's called resilience, man. So congrats to y'all for doing your thing,
Hey, yo,
man.
Bobby, shout out the info again, yo.
Yeah, man. So please follow me on Instagram at Bobby Stone Music. My YouTube page, Bobby Stone. And what's the topic y'all was just talking about?
Which one was it? Talking about old boy. With you know, without saying anybody's name, you had a coworker that you had. We were talking about pretty much hitting on women on set, not carrying themselves to be professionals. Would you like to speak upon that real quick?
He just started laughing.
Or would you not? Because he knows what I'm talking.
I guess he do. He just started busting out laughing. So.
Or you gonna let them live?
I'll say something. I'll definitely say something. And somebody just RSVP, man. See the power? Thank you, man. Somebody just RSVP to the
That's
conversation.
what's up, man.
That was me.
That's what media is about.
I even more than just the comedy shows and the TV shows. Like I do fashion shows, and of course with fashion you have a lot of models and stuff like that. And like, it's just so important to not give the women this impression like, yo, I'm putting on this platform so I could try to bag you. You know what I'm saying? It's like it triggers their insecurities even more. It makes them not trust the next opportunity they might have. Right. It makes them go home to their mom, and their mom asks them. Their mom might be a Christian woman. I told you don't go to that, and they'd be like, how did it go? And it's like, they were creeps there. So dudes just got to be a little bit more professional when it comes to that. Yeah, we're human, but you got to remember they're human too. And I don't really like people that utilize their platform of like, oh, okay, so if you're not going to put up or put out, you can't be in my fashion show. If you're not going to put up or put out, you can't be in the comedy show. Like, that is one of the wackest things ever, man. And people like that, man, are culture vultures, and they don't belong in our industry. That's how I feel.
That's what's up.
B, you so professional. I like how you kill him with love. I thought he was going to go in and say, yo, because this dude right here.
Nah, it's crazy.
That's so, but
it's more sad.
It's and one of these people he was working with, and he separated himself from one thing. He tell me, like, he always say, yo, ladies, don't let people block your blessings, and don't associate yourself with people who are gonna make you look bad.
Right. And
he made one of those decisions, like, yo, I'm gonna continue doing this, and it's gonna get even better. And I think when you got separated from a certain individual, it even got better.
Totally. It has. Because God not going to bless you if you got those kind of people around you. You know what I'm saying? Because the blessing is for you. So if you got somebody like that around you, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be hard for him to bless you to take you to the next level. That's my opinion. And he's a dope. You know what I mean? Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
But yo, Bobby, good luck on the check-in. I'm gonna check you on Sunday. I'm definitely pulling up.
All right, man. Yo, y'all hold it down. Peace and love. Y'all keep up the great work, man.
Appreciate it.
Bobby
Holla at you.
Stone, yo, dropping the album this summer, July 11th, man.
Who,
Hold it
Fat Lip?
down.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not dropping no albums. Bobby's dropping the album. Bobby Stone's dropping the album. Usually July 11th on his born day, but you coming on the show before then.
Yeah, I need to.
And we need you on live at the Cypher with all the hip hop fellas. We're gonna get that going. We're gonna get that going.
I'm down, man. Y'all have a great night.
Thanks, B. Thanks for checking.
Dope.
What's up with my man Josh, yo?
Who?
Let my man Andy Ruiz chip him up.
You talking about this thing right here now, yo? I'm gonna tell you, for all y'all who's watching the fight, I ain't watched the fight, but this dude, he looks.
That's Chunk from Remember the Goonies? Remember the Goonies when my man did the truffle shuffle?
Yes, he does. He does look like.
That should have been his victory dance.
This is a
shuffle.
great lesson.
Yo, this one looked like he was vegan. He looked like he ate all the right foods and
supplements.
Supplement. Yeah, that word. You got one. The supplements was hard for me to say just now, but you got a point for that.
It reminds me it reminds me, not the same, not even close, but it reminds me of Buster Douglas. It reminds me.
Reminds you? It's.
You know why it reminds me? Because you saw Buster Douglas, you said, no way in hell. That's what you said to yourself. No way in hell is possible.
That was him compared to Mike, but Buster Douglas ain't look
Yo, this dude look crazy.
But no, see, that's because I don't give the guy Josh. I
seen a Mexican like that last week in New Brunswick.
I wasn't that sold.
He's not even a boxer.
I wasn't that sold on the champion anyway. I wasn't.
I don't even know who this champion is. I don't follow boxing.
To me, it was like, hey, you just got exposed, bro.
To this day,
you just got exposed.
Yo, but
who would you beat before you fought this dude? Who did you?
Don't sleep on these. He looks like he's not supposed to win any fight.
But you know what? Neither did Riddick Bowe.
He did.
Riddick Bowe wasn't it.
You're right.
That's the thing about
I forgot about that. I forgot. Riddick Bowe did not look like.
Don't have to look in shape.
You're right.
It's been a lot of chubby heavyweight champions.
George Foreman.
Well, at the time when he was the dude.
At one point, when he got old.
But when he got old, he was chipping.
He was chipping him with a gut.
My man Riddick Bowe chipping with a gut. My man Michael Dokes chipping people with a gut. You know, it's been going down like this for years. People, you don't have to be a cocky boxer. We've only had a few that was in shape champions. Tyson,
mostly like the little
Holyfield, Lennox, maybe. The rest of these champions, even Muhammad Ali wasn't cut up.
You're right.
Muhammad Ali wasn't rocked up.
The Klitsch clothes were.
They're mostly like the little dudes who look like that.
They were the Russians. But the heavyweight champions in history, you look at them. Look at Frazier. Frazier was built, but he wasn't rocked up.
True.
You know what I mean? You don't have to have muscles and a six pack to be to be a world champion. And the man went in the ring. Once you get punched in the mouth, I don't care how many muscles you got.
Knock your
Punch
teeth
in
out.
Your jaw don't have no muscles in your jaw.
Oh, speaking of punching people in the mouth, that just reminded me of the whole. I don't know if we off topic, but the Mike Tyson whack 100 thing.
Oh man. Yeah. I'm mad. I want to see footage.
I don't. First
that
of
should
all,
be on World Star.
First of all, I think it's some BS. I don't think it happened the way they said it.
I don't know.
Either is they souping up a little bit. Not that Mike Tyson need to, do anything to get ratings, but ain't no way Mike really had a altercation with this dude, and he's showing his face the next day like ain't nothing. Mike would have put a real hurting on him. Ain't no way.
Mike might know how to hit him the right way. It's only gonna crack your left cheekbone, or he might punch him in the ear or something.
Mike said years ago he designed a punch. Designed a punch.
That'll
make you bleed internally.
Mike crazy.
When the Locks is scared of Mike Tyson, you're scared of Mike. All three of them.
At the same
all three of them.
They said we couldn't even jump.
Yeah, Sheik was like, Sheik, you was gonna get it first. She like, what? Like, nah.
They was like, he was mad disrespectful. We couldn't do nothing about it.
Word. So now you telling me that Whack 100, who's not that size really matters, but who's not the biggest of dudes, is gonna step up and challenge Mike Tyson?
Don't talk. People just talking crazy out here, man.
In my lifetime, Mike Tyson
about
is the
Tupac
only
because he called Tupac
No, I think
bisexual.
I think Mike Tyson is the only man that I really like fear.
What about Brock Lesnar?
No.
Nah, Mike is one of them.
No, because Mike is not going. I'm not worried about Mike punching me and stuff. Mike would eat your throat. He will bite your eye.
Flesh now, so
you know what I mean? He's that guy. That's
Word to Allah, and then you gonna say word to Allah after that.
He's gonna do. I'm not worried about him. He's just throwing punches.
Yeah, no, Mike is wrong.
I wouldn't
He
fear
told
him.
somebody he would eat their asshole before.
Yo,
So
I wouldn't fear him if he was just gonna fight me.
Dude.
But Mike gonna do something to you other than fight you.
Yeah,
That's the thing about him. Man, that's the scary part. You don't know, hey, man. You know what he gonna do to you? You know what I mean?
Talking about these athletes.
Crazy.
These athletes who are crazy. Did y'all see that special with Ron?
Ron
I did.
confirmed to me what I thought. Ron is mentally challenged.
Ron is one of my
I don't
favorite
want
players in the
to.
NBA.
I don't want to say the other word because he's more than mentally challenged.
Yeah, he had what?
He's there.
He had whatchamacallit.
He's that other word we stopped using.
How bad we can't
He's one
use
of my
that word
favorite
no
players.
more.
We can't use that word,
all
but that's
time.
what, even in the interview when you see him talking, he's on medication now.
We would not
Brother
say
on
this, but
medication.
say if this was 88. Back in 88,
He
we
would've been
don't
in my mom class.
What?
Yeah, Emerson.
Y'all know Miss Hackett. Shout out to Miss Hackett. And if y'all,
He would have been there. Miss Goldberg, all them.
I'm
Mr.
an Emerson
Shanero.
baby.
Mad
went to
stuff
some
on the
schools in
windows,
Plainfield.
blocking the window so you can't see in.
Word. And when they do, they all at the window like, ah!
Shout out to all my people. Shout out to all my people in elementary school I was with. We all was on that same playground, same time. I'm not judging none of y'all.
What's going on in that class?
I'm not judging none of
You
y'all.
know why I'm not? That's not fun
And they
because
never had homework.
But he's talking
I'ma say
facts.
it, they
He's
never had
talking
homework.
facts.
Now I will say this.
some of my good friends.
So my good friends, I'm not talking about none of y'all.
Oh,
Some of y'all was in there because y'all was just lazy.
I'll be the one. I know what was going on. My mom was the teacher.
Some of them just didn't want to do the work.
it do be some wild stuff going on. I
Yo.
was a substitute teacher.
Yo, dude was Ron was great, but he was what do you call that? Bipolar.
Bipolar.
They say he officially came out like he was bipolar, and that's why he couldn't control his anger. You had people describing him saying he was one of the most well-mannered, soft-spoken people. But
It was a hereditary thing with him.
Yeah,
it was.
His whole
And
family.
his whole family.
He said his sister, his brother,
Hold on.
his mother, his uncle, they all were in the cycle.
So there you go. That awareness for mental health needs to start there, just to understand that it's hereditary.
Man, I don't think
And
people
that
really
if you
believe.
or someone from your past suffers from it, you need to check and look out for it, and you and your kids going forward, because it's just like diabetes with women, breast cancer, heart disease, stuff like that. It's something that's going to go down in your DNA to your kids and their kids going forward. So the best thing to do that is get educated on it earlier, so you know how to circumvent it. Check mark there.
Oh,
And
whoa.
Yeah, he told you.
Did he get 2 points? Yo, did he get 2 points for that one? Circumvented.
So you know how to handle that, because if you don't and your kids is just wilding and this is the reason why, then you're not going to know how to properly manage them, and it's going to hurt them when it comes to school and stuff like that. So I mean, Ron, you know,
Don't just give him a tablet.
Being from
Take the tablet, sit in the corner.
Him being from Queensbridge alone, and that environment
True.
and the mentality out there, and then from looking in the interview and seeing that it be snowing and him and his pops is out there going one-on-one.
Full
and his
court.
Pops is not playing him
Full
like
court.
he's an 11-year-old. You know, he's playing him like he's a grown-ass man. That type of stuff, along with the mental health and the abuses and the things that he saw, that's Ron Artest. That's why Ron Artest is probably in my top 5 favorite players, not as far as skill or whatever, as far as my favorite players.
I got you.
Because I think I felt that from him back when he was at
St. John.
He used to wild
You
out.
saw it.
He used to wild
You
out.
saw it at St.
Definitely.
John. That's why he's calling him the Ultimate Warrior, because he got his name from Rucker Park. He didn't get his name from college. He didn't get,
WWE,
yeah,
nope.
he didn't get his name from college. He didn't get his name from he got his
True
name
warrior.
from beating people
True
up
warrior.
on the court, on the streets.
Yo,
The
they said too, because even though they talk about like the mental health and all that, it is still entertaining. Because that flip side, it was like people talking about you having a fight on the court. You like, which one? They had like hundreds of fights. What you talking about? I don't remember. I was supposed to remember. I'm like, who says that?
You know what he inadvertently he made me appreciate.
I like that one too.
He made me appreciate a guy that I always kind of looked the side eye on, and that was Kobe. Like,
Word.
for Kobe to really be able to mentally get to this guy, he talked about Kobe like Kobe was able to guide him.
Yeah.
Like, calm down. Like Kobe wasn't even saying calm down. Kobe was like, you're fighting your demon. Let him loose.
Yeah, he was like, cause he got soft.
Right.
He was like,
Kobe
nah, we're
said,
not gonna
no,
do that.
this ain't
We
you.
not gonna do that.
You're sad because you can't be you. Be you.
Yo,
And Kobe said, once Kobe told him to be him, they start winning.
got on.
And I was like, wow, Kobe, man, he's a psychiatrist.
He needed that. That's why they got.
The brother's smart, man. And that's why I just gave Kobe probably because people don't really give him props on certain things.
I usually don't.
And I bash him a lot too.
That's my one.
I bash him a lot.
No homo.
I bash Kobe a lot. But over the years, I've learned to respect his intelligence.
Word.
He's smart,
And his competitiveness.
Man. He's super smart.
His competitiveness. I'm like, yo, he's trying to get at all of y'all.
No, he don't like nobody.
Nobody.
And that was the thing
Nobody.
him and Jordan had in common.
Nah.
No friends.
Nah.
Jordan and Pippen wasn't even friends.
But that
People don't
documentary
know
was,
that.
I liked it. It was good.
Oh,
They
it was
followed
great.
it. You know, they started from where he came from, where he went, the struggles he had in between to help people, tried to get him,
Right.
and then he came out on top. He won his championship. He kind of overcame his demons. Was successful again in what he was doing. You know, with the whole name change, everything like that. So I think, you know, Ron Artest, you know, stood up to his name. He's definitely a true warrior to me, and I think he's gonna help other athletes that suffer from mental illness find the help they need so that they don't, you know, spaz out or have any issues going, you know, like that. So
I
Absolutely.
remember they gave him flack about changing his name. They were like, oh no, we're not calling you that. But then they did respectfully started calling him Meta World Peace. But at first they were like, what is this about? Same thing with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad Ali. What was the other dude that didn't stand for the anthem?
Mahmoud Abdul-Rahman.
That's
There you
it.
go.
That's it.
There you
And
go.
what's his name before that?
Chris Jackson
Chris Jackson. So they
from
didn't,
LSU.
they didn't want to call him that. So that's the thing. When he transformed himself, and I was like, yo, that's
Yo, he had some funny points. Yo, they giving him interviews. He's like, yo, this about my album. My album coming out.
Yo,
23rd is different.
what album?
It's R&B album.
crazy.
I'm like, what?
That was
Who's
crazy.
the R&B album was that?
Yeah, he had a rap album and he had an R&B album. I remember seeing
Who was the R&B group? I forgot.
I forgot. I
No,
forgot.
It was Allure.
It was a law?
It was Allure.
It was our people's.
Yep.
I thought it was his album.
Nah, it was. He was.
I
he was
thought, yo,
promoting
shout out
the
to Kiss and
Allure
everybody from
album.
Allure. So, yeah, shout out to y'all. I don't mean, but y'all know Round Crazy, like Queens, but I thought I heard that when I was, so shout out to that. So
He had
but,
an album too.
But the fact is, he is saying it during a sports interview. They like, so yeah, how do you feel prepared for the next game? Like,
No,
yeah, but I
that's
just
when
want
he
to
was
shout out.
suspended, though.
Oh, that's when he was suspended.
That's when he was suspended.
Oh, yeah, but yo, I guess he like, look, y'all taking my time. I'm going to use this time right here. Get some, so shout out to the Lord.
Exactly what he
Shout out
did,
to
but
everybody.
if
You
you
know,
his
that's a
team,
fact.
that couldn't have been good.
Yo, but I remember him with the Warriors taped up van. I'm in the Ville at the Cage, so on 4th Street. So I'm handling my hand or whatever, chilling. And I see Crazy Round pull up. He with his peoples from Lachlan, Reggie, and them, all y'all New York ballers, y'all know what I'm talking about. So he just balling with everybody on the court. Like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. So, you know what I mean? It was definitely
So the last thing
I am
say
going
about
to
that
real quick, well, before we get to this Roots picnic. And
it was funny how they said he was in the league and was working at Circuit City.
work. He's an NBA player.
Working at Circuit City.
And I remember he said, I wanted the discount. I wanted something to do.
I needed something to do.
He's making millions.
But then right there knows that he was trying to deal with it. He was trying to self-heal himself. That's what he felt like he needed to keep himself busy to not wild it out. And I think the one thing, and I don't think they should have, and I'm glad they didn't. They didn't get into his alcohol addiction into that documentary at all. And he's a renowned Hennessy drinker. So like at one point I think he said they were like asking him something. This was off the record, like, you think you've drank more than 50 gallons of Hennessy in your NBA career? He was like, yeah, I've drank more than that, and that's probably a low number.
Yeah, they did.
But they didn't get into that, and that's good. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they kept it on his.
But I advise everybody.
They got to think about these guys can drink more than the average person.
Nah,
I
definitely.
mean, these guys are 6'9".
Yo, he used to drink Henny at halftime.
I hear
Oh,
what
we're
you
not
said.
gonna put him out there. We're not gonna put him out
No,
there.
no, that's already out there.
Oh damn! Well, yeah, it's
That's
already out there. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Jay Will confirmed it, so that's out there.
I think
Damn,
I
Henny
think,
at halftime.
I think a lot. I think a lot of these
That's
athletes is doing
Queensbridge for
stuff
real.
at halftime. Baseball, they're drinking in the clubhouse.
That's funny if you got a pint of Henny in his life.
Yo,
Halftime is a long time.
but we but
Yo,
yo,
we
we
got a lot of time at halftime to kill time.
oh man, yo, it was other things that went on this weekend, but yo, I really and they're leaving out 90% of what happened. So trust me, like Dion said, if it's in your family and it's hereditary, y'all see like little signs, get your people checked, man. It's very important for mental health. Shout, we're gonna play the episode with Ty Day and them again. I had to let some things cool down because that episode with Drew, with Ty, and with Shamari was so special, and there's some of the stuff we was talking about then. Had that Roots picnic. Let's get on something more of a positive note, but I'm mad it's gonna get a little tarnished. Shout out to my man Mel D. Cole.
That was
On this picture right here, Black Thought, one of my favorite MCs. I'm mad I missed it. My man Mel with the Mel, I don't know if you took this picture, but this was an ill one right here with the legendary Beard King with the Nipsey Hussle. But yeah, shout out to Mel. That's the fam right there.
What was Sunday?
That was Sunday. Now,
Sunday.
we're gonna get to Kim on the check-in. I'm one of the biggest Roots fans.
Me too.
And I love Thought. I love all of them. You know what I'm saying? We all love the Roots here.
Mm-hmm.
And that used to be one of my favorite birthday gifts. Give me some Roots tickets. Now, if y'all didn't, what I do like, I'm gonna keep it positive first. What I do like is how they get a lot of different acts coming in, and a lot of people are just joining. It's more of a pop thing now. It's popular, and it's not. And now we're getting to see live shows, not just the Summer Jam. Her Summer Jam was, it rained out, whatever.
They're doing music, podcasts,
all
they're
kinds
doing
of
everything
stuff.
at the Roots Fest.
But I got some unfortunate news. I was about to add a whole extra syllable to that. Kimberly Vaughn said her sis got trampled out during the stampede, and I'm sorry about that with your sister. I'm not sure if it's still at the plateau. That's a park where they used to have the what was it? The Greek Fest. The Greek Fest out there. And I remember it used to be stampedes when it's just out in that park.
Yes.
So I'm sorry to hear about your sister with that. I hope she is doing better and doing well. But
so I'm assuming a stampede was a result of a shooting.
Sometimes it just be people running. You just never know. Monkey see, monkey do.
Being bust out there.
Yeah.
But
Nah, I didn't hear anything about any guns, but I'm just sorry to hear about that.
That is.
Man, but like I said, I definitely want to give a shout out to my peoples. Everybody who went to go see the Roots. I hope no one else got hurt out there, and definitely want to have safety.
The Roots be having a lot of charity free concerts.
A lot of free concerts, yeah.
I think I went to a couple maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but I haven't heard anything since. Like they had Jill Scott, the Roots was there, Jill Scott, a couple of other local people, but it was free. Right on the what's that? The harbor they got. The pier.
We got a caller calling in. Caller from the 908 Beds and Baldheads.
This is Kimberly.
Hey,
I was
Kimberly.
just in on the check-in. I just wanted to weigh in on this whole picnic situation.
Go ahead, speak your piece, Kim.
Express my frustration.
Okay.
The thing that I don't get about this festival, because last year I went, we went when it was at the pier. When it was at the pier, I can't think of what the name of this pier
I know what you're talking about. By South Street.
And
right.
Penn's Landing.
It just seemed like it's so unorganized and so unplanned. Like, for instance, even this year, they had more alcohol than they had food trucks. That's one. People were passing out left and right. They were supposed to be checking people. First, they gave you a list online that what you could bring, what you couldn't bring. You couldn't bring no food in. You couldn't bring no chairs, no open bottles, only water, and only up to 24 ounce bottle of water, and stuff like that. People were actually bringing their fucking kids, which makes no sense to me. Okay? So we gets there late. My sister went ahead of me because she went with her friends, and I went with my friends. So I gets there at almost 4 o'clock. They have checking people. They not even checking for tickets really, and they have checking people because, from my understanding, when it started the event, they didn't even have all the gates set up, and people were just bum rushing, coming in, doing whatever.
Oh man.
Right? So we get there. They have check-in. people are passing the fuck out. You hear me? Because so much alcohol is being sold. You know, they're taking people out on the medic carts. So what happened was my sister was in the food line, and the food lines were so long. They were in the food line for an hour and a half. It was 25,000 people out there in the food line for an hour and a half. 21 Savage was performing. All they know is people were passing out. Then somebody said they were shooting. So then once one person started running, they started running towards where I was at. I was behind the stage. I was at the area where you can charge your phone. So when we seen them running, I grabbed my phone and we looking to see, you know, what's going on. And then everybody kind of fell back because of there was no shooting. It's just this particular event, even when we went last year, it's unorganized. They do not have enough security. Now, if you know you're going to have 25,000 people, you know you got to have a certain level of security, the same way you got to have a certain level of insurance, okay? Unorganized, unprofessional. They changed the ticket prices like 4 times. Like, they keep selling for what, to sit on the ground, on the blanket, that everybody's walking over. All this trash is over the place. Nobody's picking up trash. You got to wait 2 hours to get food. I'm a diabetic, so I barely got anything to eat until much later on that night, and people were losing their kids behind this whole melee, and it just was ridiculous. They pushed the pregnant chick on the ground, walked right over her, like it just was crazy.
Man,
I know,
sorry to hear that.
Philadelphia, number one, they do all events for us like that.
Yeah.
Jay-Z did the Made in America tour down there. They didn't want to let them do it out there. They procrastinated. They didn't have enough security. It was, I won't say it's unorganized, but it was a lot of ruckus and a lot of pushback from them.
From the city?
And from the city. They always do that. And they always do the same thing with the Roots picnic, too. It's just always undermanned. They do it at a wide open area where they can't possibly cover that much. They should move it down to Xfinity Live around the stadiums where they got parking. They got places where people can park. You either do it in the stadium or cut off the second half of the stadium parking lot. It's a lot more control. You can put a lot more vendors and have a lot more ambulance resources there like that instead of having it in the park like that where pretty much it's open range. It's uncontrolled in parks. You got to have it in somewhere that's controlled. And down there in that Xfinity Live by the stadium and stuff, I mean, it's still Philly. I mean, they need to think about having
it could definitely be more food trucks, like you're saying, because it's all the space right there.
Well, they need to turn it into a summer jam.
I'm gonna say it was like I want to say like 10, 15 trucks on each side because the way they had it set up, like when you come in the gate, it's like maybe like 10 tables with alcohol on each side. Then on the behind those was like 10, 15 food trucks, but they running out of food. How the fuck you run out of French fries? You knew you was coming to an event where it was 25,000 people. You should have had your whole squad out there with you making money. Like, I just don't get it. At that level of money, you knew you was going to get money. Why were you not prepared? They had to have some level of insurance because, God forbid, if I would have got hurt, honey, Live Nation would have been at the top of that lawsuit because I would have got somebody. Listen, baby, because I'm going to write to the head punk. I'm disappointed. I done paid my money and had to be running for my damn life.
Hey, Kim,
okay, so I'm going to write to the head punk.
How much were they charging for the tickets originally?
Originally, the tickets were $70. They went all the way up to $125.
That's what I saw.
And it went all the way up to $125. The VIP was $350. The only difference with the VIP, which was a fucking waste, a private bar area, and by the concert, they had like a little side area. Like, it wasn't really too much of a big difference to justify paying $350. Because for $350, I must be going in the back to meet Black Thought for $350. I'm just saying.
Kim, on a good note, before we wrap it up, and first I'd like to say thank you for watching, first and foremost, and for calling in, and letting us know about this. We had no idea. Tell us one of the best performances at the concert so we leave it on a high note.
The Roots, they brought out Freeway. They brought out oh my God, Beanie Siegel. They brought out Jill Scott. They brought out Common, and they brought out Mos Def.
Nice.
That was the best one.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Those are all top-notch people.
The Roots always
it's sad though, like she said.
Yeah, to get that bad stigma on them, and like Dion said, them not getting the support that they need, the resources that Philly not. supporting them like how they should as far as backing and safety for the people. They need that.
You need to
bringing
have
out
it down
that-
at the stadium, do something like that, because
but
I hope
then
this
can have
helps
the
it
food
out.
trucks outside, then you letting people in the stadium. They got the concession stands in the stadiums to do stuff. Bathroom facilities is a lot more, like I said, resources for everybody to get stuff. And not only that, you got the food trucks out there, and you're opening the stadium, giving people an opportunity to work. You know, obviously, yeah, it's baseball season, so you can't do it at the Philly Stadium, but you got the Eagle Stadium there too, and it's all in the same complex with the Sixers. So that's a big enough complex where if the city supported that type of activity and functions, they would give them the proper area and space to be able to do it in a safe place.
I don't understand. You got your top notch residents.
It's Philly.
No, it's Philly.
It's Philly.
And that's sad because
don't matter.
It's Philly. Remember Penn Relays, open relays? It's Philly.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
don't
And
care.
you want to be considered a major city like New York and everything,
But they go, exactly. Now, yeah, for Bon Jovi, yeah, they not doing. They going, you right.
That's crazy because Bon Jovi is from New Jersey.
I know, but he's almost part of the Philly.
Kim, thank you for the check-in.
All right, you're welcome.
Hey, Kim, are you going?
I'm watching.
Say what?
I'm still watching.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you come to the cookout, Cedarbrook Park, this June 15th.
Right.
Thank you. You have a good one. Yo, that's terrible. But you're right. Philly's been like that for a long time. Shout out to all my Philly people out there, but we don't get the love like we
That's
should.
Crazy.
They bugging out over there.
That.
Me neither.
I knew the concert was this week, but I didn't hear anything.
I didn't
negative.
hear negative.
I mean,
didn't hear
neither,
anything
so-
negative about it.
You know what? I think because a lot of people, because of Summer Jam, kind of trumped it. So a lot of people was focused on what was going on over at Summer Jam, not so much was going on in Philly. The Philly like these things.
Yeah, it is two different days.
Saturday and
Yeah.
Summer Jam was yesterday.
I think Philly, when it comes to us, we don't hear a lot of stuff that's going on in Philly unless you tap.
Philly
in.
where it's at. So
Yeah, I love Philly.
me too.
I do.
Playing for they had the Sheila E was out here on Saturday. She killed it. You know, DJ Storm and Norm and the General was out there. A few of the other people from BKS1 was definitely out there. I'm sure they got some good footage. Shout out to my man Lamar. But the Rhythm and Blues in the Park. Nice turnout. It was cool. It was definitely cool. Sheila E was my girl back when what was that?
Prince.
Not Prince. She was my girlfriend. I broke up with some of my girlfriends. Some B Simone get done. What was Crush Groove? Crush Groove. I'm like, yeah.
I watched that the other day. I didn't realize how corny.
What about
Boy
Vanity?
was,
Remember
man.
Vanity?
Vanity,
She
yo,
was in The Last Dragon?
man, do not.
Can
We
you
gonna
show
talk.
me some moves?
Yo, Vanity interviews. Ooh, cocaine was a hell of a drug. I tell you that right
I
now.
remember in
man.
Action Jackson because they.
It was some craziness, you know what I mean?
I
But
take Apollonia.
yeah, man. Before we wrap it up,
They different people.
before we wrap it up, I want to show y'all two little things. Then we gonna hold it down. One, cause let's stick it on the music tip. Music tip. And I love live music, so shout out to everybody who's in the band or whatever y'all do, MC, sing it. Y'all remember, it was that one person who was. Straight up, yo, dude. Oh, that's not the one. That's not the one. Dude, right there. Say like, hold up. That's
She
me.
like, wait.
That was the illest.
Oh, she you good.
That was the illest person I ever seen banging on the kitchen table, banging on the desk or the table,
on everything.
on everything, using the pencils, the pen sound. You would not get in trouble in the classroom doing it like that. So I definitely on the music tip, shout out to him. And it's just one last little cut that I
If
had.
it's not you ripping the last week, I don't want to see it.
Nah, it's not me ripping it last week, but we're gonna play it. I forgot to send that one in. But how mean you people can get.
To see it graphically depicted is quite shocking in the sense of and I think there's many positives to it. And I certainly knew that before, but to see it graphically depicted is quite shocking in the sense of and I think there's many positives to it.
Day. She need that cut naturally for everybody. Sorry to tell y'all that. But yeah, but next week we definitely gonna. She looking terrible right there. You know.
You gotta line it up. You're gonna be on TV.
You gotta.
Let's go.
I don't know. I don't know what they doing.
Might shape you up real quick.
I don't know what they doing out there.
This is an off week.
Once again, I wish I had. It's a few things I wish. One, I want to say shout out to everybody because it's been a tough week. Shout out to everybody that's been holding me down on certain situations. If y'all watching on the live, y'all know who y'all are. I want to say thank y'all to y'all. Shout out to my homegirl Toya on the Owl Show. She just turned that number. She'll probably say it tomorrow. You know, some women don't like when women say that number. But shout out to her. And we was all at the Fridays. Shout out to whole BKS1. Make sure y'all go there every Friday. They hold it down. You want to have a good time? Slide up. You know, Centennial Ave over there. Scataway for my people that's local. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Tony said, what up, D?
Tone, yo.
Yeah. Shout out to Maul. I forgot to hit Maul again. Maul, make sure you check this on a later note. Shout out to my man Maul and everybody who was there on Saturday in Plainfield. Gonna see y'all next week. One thing when is Tyrone's Johnson?
Sunday the 9th.
Sunday the 9th. Because I want to shout out my man Ty. Where can they go check Ty?
And he's going to have a few food trucks.
He's going to have a few food trucks. I'm mad I don't have your info, Ty, and I was trying to look for it early. I should have hit you, D.
He got Feed the City.
Debo's
you drive-through corner store, 242 Court Place, Plainfield, New Jersey, June 9th, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. A free event. All are welcome. Feed the City.
Shout out to all my people doing it for their city. Second year.
Yeah, big job, big thing.
Man, because he don't have to do it. And the people are just doing it out their hearts, man. I salute y'all. So, once again, shout out to all my barbers. Shout out to all my stylists. Shout out to Tania because you couldn't be here tonight. TJ, hold it down. Shout out to G, hold it down. We are Biz and Baldheads. See y'all next week.
Peace.